The other day, Elizabeth came back from a little shopping trip to the secondhand stores, and she said that she'd made a very terrible mistake. And she handed me this, which is an ice cream maker, which we wanted for a long time, ever since we went to Rome and had gelato. We were like, oh my goodness, we have to make that ourselves. So now we have the means, and we're going to try making gelato for the very first time ever. And I guess I'll show you the ingredients now. So we will be roughly following Pellegrino Artusi's recipe from his book. It's, I don't know, he's dead, it's old, but it's simple. It's just milk and sugar and egg and chocolate. This is chocolate gelato, by the way. I guess I should clarify. First, we just need to chop up this chocolate. He says to grate it, but I don't think it makes that much of a difference because we're going to heat it up. So now we put the chocolate in a small pot. Oops. Along with the sugar.
So it's 50 grams of sugar.
50 grams of sugar.
And our chocolate is 56%.
Mm-hmm. Which we'll have to experiment. I don't know, maybe we will want darker chocolate.
Mm-hmm.
And also half of the milk, approximately. I'm gonna start with 200 grams of milk. Right. And then we put this on the stove. Now I'm going to turn on the heat to probably just above medium, and then basically just stir it until it like nearly comes to a boil. Like he says to boil it actually, and I think you can boil milk. Chocolate, I think, might have a hard time at boiling temperatures. At least, unless you're using like pure 100% cacao. But like, at that point you might as well just use cocoa powder, I think. Anyway, this is all a small experiment because the translation into English is not amazing from that book. So I'm taking some creative liberties in how we're doing this. Anyway, I guess I'm just gonna slowly stir this for the next like 10 minutes. This is boiling now. Kind of see if I stop for a second, there's no bubbles coming up. So I'm gonna turn it down just a little bit. I want to keep it about at this temperature. And I just want to keep cooking it for a few minutes. We have the yolk of the egg here. I guess I should specify we only need the yolk. And so I'm going to temper the yolk, which I've actually only ever done once. So hopefully this is successful. Pour just a little bit of this here. Can add this into here. Could you give me a spatula, please? I already see it starting to thicken, so we probably won't have to cook it too much more. Thank you. Just get the rest of that egg yolk out. And then, I'm just going to go back on the heat briefly. And I've turned the heat down. It's not at the same temperature it was before, because if this starts to boil, then the eggs will curdle, and that's not what we want. We just want it to be nice and smooth and thick and creamy. Okay, so now I'm going to put in the rest of the milk, and the reason we're doing this later, I think, is to help cool down this part so we can put it in the ice cream machine faster, because it has to be at least cool before we can put it in the ice cream machine, ideally cold. So I'll just stir this in here. Okay. And there we have it. It just looks like chocolate milk, basically. So as of right now, this is like 45 degrees-ish. So ideally, we'd be at around refrigerator temperatures. So we're gonna let this cool, and then we're gonna put it in the fridge, and then once it's cooled down to around refrigerator temperatures, which is probably gonna be in a couple hours, we will put it in the ice cream machine and make some gelato, hopefully.
So this is the ice cream maker I found. It seems to be pretty retro.
It does look like my great grandma would have it in her house somewhere. It really does.
We're trying to figure out when this type of ice cream machine was produced, but we couldn't. So if you have any hints, know anything about this kind of ice cream maker, then let us know.
Okay, we're ready to make the ice cream. So first we have to get our little machine ready, which I think we just snap together like
No,
this.
better way, yeah.
Lovely. Okay. Then we need to get the ice cream mixture and the ice cream bowl. Okay, here's our liquid. There's the ice cream bowl.
This has been in the freezer for, I don't know,
A bit,
24 hours.
at least, yeah.
Yeah.
So now we put in, I can't remember. I don't remember what the thing says. 320 grams, max, is what goes in here. So that's what we will do. Like that. And then plug it in and put the lid on and click on. Okay, and that's it. And now it does that for the next,
Well, the package says 10 to 12 minutes.
yeah, I guess we'll see. fun. We're just gonna sit here and watch the whole time now. Okay.
There we go. 12 minutes.
Well, it's actually really quite solid.
Yeah.
I need the spatula or something.
I'm happy that our ice cream machine didn't break.
Do you have bad experience with secondhand stuff?
Well, I wasn't sure when I found it from the secondhand store. Like, you never know what you get from there.
That's true.
Do you want a spoon?
Well, now I want to put it in the freezer while we make the next one. Okay. Here we have it. This one's the thumbnail one, so it looks really good. Let's see how it tastes. Mmm. Cold.
Mm-hmm. But it tastes like chocolate gelato.
Mm-hmm. It doesn't quite put me back in Rome. So there's something we have to do better, but I'm not sure what that is yet. It was more chocolatey, for sure, the one we had in Rome.
Mm-hmm.
And like, somehow like denser. Like more, like richer, I guess. But I'm not mad about this for a first try for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's really, really good.
Well, I imagine that they might have used whole milk.
This was not whole milk?
No, this is 2.5%.
Oh, yeah, that's probably a big part of the problem. I guess lactose-free whole milk probably isn't the thing.
Yeah.
It forces you to eat it slowly, or else you get brain freeze. Which is unfortunate because you want to shove it in your mouth as fast as you can.